Cisco's Mobile Visual Networking Index is out today, and the key finding, by 2016, mobile data traffic will hit 10.8 exabytes per month, 18 times last year's levels. Cisco also projects that mobile global data speeds will increase 9-fold from last year's level.
According to Cisco, last year we used over 30 exabytes of data every month, or in simpler terms, that means 30 billion gigabytes.
Cisco's been doing the Cisco Visual Networking Index for more than 5 years. It's really our way to predict what's coming on the network, who's using the network, and the types of devices and so forth. Up until the year 2016, we're expecting a phenomenal amount of new devices to be added.
Video conferencing is one of the reasons data use is set to explode dramatically over the next few years.
Between now and 2016, the size of the internet has grown to grow by 4 times.
Cisco is one of the world's biggest tech companies. Its annual report card, which tracks and predicts internet use, is essential reading for IT experts.
Cisco Systems had an interesting study out today about how much wireless data use is growing, and it's really going like crazy, as you and I can both probably guess. But what's happening is that the top 1% of users are responsible for maybe 24%. It used to be 35%. So the gap
it's
between
changing.
Yeah.
Our next guest is Tom Barnett, Senior Manager at Cisco Systems. They developed a special index to predict what's just around the corner, and Tom has the latest forecast on the avalanche of data coming in the next 4 years.
Some very interesting things about mobile data traffic growth, number of users and devices. This is really a study, a report that service providers around the world are using to understand how much capacity or how they need to invest in their networks to take care of this traffic growth.
Mobile subscriptions in developing countries have risen from 53% of the global market in 2005 to 73% in 2010. Cisco estimates that the number of mobile connected devices will exceed the world's population sometime this year.
Cisco put out one of its great studies on what's happening. They predict that by 2016 there'll be 2.5 mobile connections per person. And this clearly means that this is the path, particularly for the developing world, to participate in the benefits of the internet, to leapfrog if the right investments are made.
New data from San Jose-based Cisco shows that by the end of this year, the world will have more mobile devices in use than it has people to use them. Cisco's global mobile data traffic forecast also shows that Android has passed the iPhone as the top platform. And if you don't have the full data plan with your carrier, you're going to need it. Cisco expects the average mobile user in 2016 to generate 2.6 gigabytes of smartphone traffic per month.
According to a new study released today by Cisco, by the year 2016, the world will generate more than a zettabyte of data each year. That's a zettabyte. That is a 1 followed by 21 zeros. It's the equivalent of 38 million DVDs streamed every hour. It's more data than has been generated in all the previous years of the internet combined.
Internet traffic is going to quadruple by 2016. Cisco says there will be an average of 2.5 connections per person. Consumer videos will be the major factor in that growth. The United States is expected to generate the most traffic, followed by China.
If your internet connection slows down over the next couple of years, blame it on your love of your smartphone. Cisco Systems predicts that the number of internet connections will reach nearly 19 billion in 2016, up from 10 billion last year. That's because so many of us are buying up smartphones, tablets, and other handheld devices. The measure of internet traffic, which is now measured in gigabytes, will by that time be measured in zettabytes. That's 1 trillion gigabytes.